Hey everyone, so let's talk about what went down in the Oval Office on March 1st, 2025. This was no ordinary meeting. It was a high-stakes encounter that had everyone on the edge of their seats. You'll want to sit down for this because it was one heck of a showdown between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and President Donald Trump. The atmosphere was electric and the stakes couldn't have been higher. Picture this. Zelensky walks into the Oval Office and the tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. The room was filled with an air of anticipation, as both leaders knew this meeting could shape the future of their countries' relations. Right from the get-go, things were off to a rocky start. Zelensky didn't hold back his concerns, and that didn't sit well with Trump. The Ukrainian president was vocal about his worries, especially regarding the ongoing conflict with Russia. We're talking about a full-blown, extraordinary dressing down caught on camera for the world to see. The exchange was intense, with both leaders standing their ground and refusing to back down. Now, some folks are wondering if this confrontation was planned or if it just erupted spontaneously. Analysts have been debating whether this was a strategic move by Zelensky to push his agenda or an unplanned outburst, but regardless, it left a significant impact. Sources close to the event suggest that Zelensky might have triggered Trump by not expressing enough gratitude for the US's efforts to end the war in Ukraine. This perceived lack of appreciation seemed to hit a nerve with Trump. Instead, Zelensky pressed for future commitments against Russian aggression, which Trump wasn't too thrilled about. The Ukrainian leader was adamant about securing more concrete support, which clashed with Trump's expectations. In the end, Zelensky walked out of that meeting without signing a deal on Ukrainian mineral rights, a deal Trump had been pushing for. This was a significant setback for Trump, who had hoped to secure a lucrative agreement. And let's just say the relationship between these two leaders and consequently between their countries is more strained than ever. The fallout from this meeting has been felt across diplomatic channels, with both sides reassessing their strategies. Interestingly, Senator Lindsey Graham had advised Zelensky beforehand to avoid arguments with Trump about security agreements, telling him not to take the bait. Graham's advice was meant to keep the focus on collaboration rather than conflict. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, things don't go as planned. Emotions run high, and even the best-laid plans can go awry when leaders are under immense pressure. So what's the takeaway here? Trump expects nothing less than capitulation from those he meets, whether they're foreign leaders or business executives. His approach is often uncompromising, leaving little room for negotiation. And it seems like neither Trump nor Vice President J.D. Vance has much respect for Zelensky. Their body language and reactions during the meeting spoke volumes about their true feelings. This meeting is a stark reminder of the complexities and tensions in international politics. The interactions between world leaders are often fraught with challenges and misunderstandings. Will this strained relationship between the US and Ukraine change the dynamics on the global stage? Only time will tell. The repercussions of this meeting could have far-reaching effects on international alliances and policies. For those who want to help Ukraine, especially in light of ongoing tensions and international diplomacy, such as Zelensky's meeting with Trump, here are some practical ways individuals and organizations can make a difference. 1. Donate to humanitarian aid organizations. There are numerous organizations that are providing critical assistance to Ukrainians, including medical supplies, food, shelter, and support for refugees. Some well-known organizations include UNHCR, United Nations Refugee Agency, Red Cross, International Committee of the Red Cross, Doctors Without Borders, MSF, Ukraine, Crisis Relief Fund World Central Kitchen, providing food assistance. 1. Support Ukrainian refugees. Many countries, including the US, Canada, and European nations, are welcoming Ukrainian refugees. You can help by donating to local refugee support organizations, volunteering time or resources at shelters, community centers, or local NGOs supporting refugees, assisting with job placement, housing, and integration into new communities. 1. Advocate for political support efforts to ensure that your government continues to provide diplomatic, military, and humanitarian assistance to Ukraine. This can include signing petitions to encourage your government to act, contacting elected officials to voice support for Ukraine, Raising awareness in your community through social media and organizing peaceful demonstrations or events. 1. Raise awareness and educate. Share accurate information on social media to educate others about the situation in Ukraine. Organize educational events, webinars, or community talks about the importance of supporting Ukraine in its time of crisis. Help spread awareness about how Ukraine's fight for sovereignty and democracy impacts global security. 1. Support Ukrainian businesses. Purchase products made in Ukraine or from Ukrainian entrepreneurs to help support the economy. Encourage local businesses to participate in charity events or donations to Ukraine. 1. Volunteer with relief efforts. Many organizations are looking for volunteers who can assist with various efforts such as packing and distributing supplies, providing online assistance or translation services for displaced Ukrainians, assisting with fundraising events. 1. Advocate for sanctions on Russia. Support measures that hold Russia accountable through diplomatic channels, such as backing sanctions on Russian businesses and government officials, promoting policies that isolate Russia internationally until they cease aggression toward Ukraine. 1. Support Ukrainian cultural preservation. Donate to initiatives that help preserve Ukrainian culture and heritage during this difficult time. Support Ukrainian artists and musicians by purchasing or sharing their work. 1. Spread solidarity through social media. Simple actions like sharing news, expressing solidarity with Ukraine, and amplifying Ukrainian voices on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook can create a larger global movement. 1. Fundraise for Ukraine. Organize or contribute to fundraising campaigns that provide relief, rebuild infrastructure, or help displaced persons. In the context of Zelensky's Oval Office visit and the tension with Trump, it's essential to recognize the importance of international diplomacy. Supporting Ukraine is not just about donations, but also about staying informed and involved in discussions about foreign policy, international relations, and global democracy. Every effort counts, whether it's through direct aid, advocacy, or raising awareness. That's all for now, folks. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on the ever-evolving political landscape. Your engagement helps us bring you more in-depth analyses and stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay tuned for more updates and insights into the world of politics. Welcome back, everyone. Now, let's pivot from the high-stakes drama of the Oval Office to something equally impactful, but often overlooked. The power of volunteer organizations in shaping political and social landscapes, especially in crisis situations like the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Volunteer organizations play a pivotal role in bridging the gap between governments and the people they serve. These organizations often step in where bureaucracy and diplomatic red tape can slow down or even halt essential aid. In the context of Ukraine, their contributions have been nothing short of heroic. Firstly, humanitarian aid organizations like the Red Cross, Doctors Without Borders, and World Central Kitchen have been on the front lines, providing immediate relief to those affected by the conflict. From medical supplies to food and shelter, their efforts have saved countless lives and brought hope to communities devastated by war. But it doesn't stop there. Volunteer organizations also play a crucial role in advocating for political support. They amplify the voices of those who may not have a platform, ensuring that international attention remains focused on critical issues. By organizing peaceful demonstrations, signing petitions, and contacting elected officials, these organizations help shape foreign policy and keep governments accountable. Moreover, volunteer efforts extend to supporting refugees, integrating them into new communities, and helping them rebuild their lives. This kind of grassroots support is invaluable, providing not just physical aid but also emotional and psychological support in times of crisis. Let's not forget the importance of raising awareness and educating the public. Volunteer organizations often spearhead campaigns to inform and educate, spreading accurate information and countering misinformation. This is vital in garnering global support and ensuring that the plight of those affected by conflict is not forgotten. In essence, volunteer organizations serve as the backbone of civil society, stepping in where governments may falter and ensuring that humanitarian principles are upheld. Their work is a testament to the power of collective action and the impact that dedicated individuals can have on global politics and social justice. So, as we reflect on the intense political dynamics between leaders like Zelensky and Trump, Let's also recognize the unsung heroes who work tirelessly behind the scenes. Their contributions remind us that even in the most challenging times, there is hope and humanity. That's all for this segment. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most pressing issues. Your engagement helps us continue bringing you these important stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more updates and insights into the world of politics and humanitarian efforts.